Okay, I think the recording started. Hello everyone. I'm here to talk about some things that have been going on. Explaining what's been happening like yesterday and shit, and why everyone's in a bit of a panic state about everything, and myself in general. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be. I haven't prepared anything for this video. But I will hopefully be just explaining some of the stuff that's been going on uh with that one Discord server, with me in general. uh I don't know. I just don't know how this video is gonna go. I'm just gonna speak my mind and explain hopefully a lot of the things that people are gonna be uh misinterpreting, or I don't really know. I don't really know how to do this stuff. I'll be honest. I just don't know what I'm doing. But basically, yesterday, which is the 21st of January 2022, I guess. uh, Yesterday there was a server called Shit Talk Supreme. And I was a mod in it, and I was kind of involved in the shit talking, I suppose. And a lot of people are just kind of accusing me of being a bad person and all this kind of stuff, and I really wanted to clear up everything just from a speaking point of view. And yeah, this intro is already really long. So first of all, let me talk about me, because it's been a very long time since you people have actually seen me. I think the last time was literally just the quadfecta hundo. I'll be honest. I got a new hairdo. I'm going for this kind of hair. Pretty cool. And you might be noticing I'm not wearing glasses. And I promise this is important. I'm not wearing glasses. Here they are. I broke them. This is one of the lens, and I don't know where the other lens is. So I broke my glasses. As you can see, very broken. Because of yesterday and last night. This was actually to do with some home issues, so not entirely related to the shit talk server. But it kind of links together. So I don't want to explain my home issue. I hope you guys can just respect that I don't want to talk about it, but just know it was enough for me to do that. And while I was just kind of figuring out the issue, I was in a Discord call with a server that we made the night before called Shit Talk Supreme. As you can imagine from that name, its server is not good. I feel just so stupid for how I've kind of just went along with it. But I'll explain everything, my point of view, everything like that. Just now, I suppose. I just trying to formulate this video in my head as I'm recording it, and it's just I just really don't know what to put together. So I'll talk about the history of the server, how it started, and what its point was, I suppose. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep everything anonymized. Well, not everything. I'm gonna keep most of the people involved anonymized because I'm not sure if they want to be involved. I'll only be mentioning key names that are very important to the argument. But other than that, I'll just be anonymizing as many people as I can because I just kind of don't want them to get dragged into this mess. So first, it was the night on the 20th of January, so 2 days ago. I got a DM from a friend. We were just kind of talking, and one of the things that was brought up was my drama, in heavy quotes, drama with Steel, a Steel person, involving a private server where people just sort of, where toxicity was encouraged. I'm going off what Steel described the server as, where toxicity was encouraged and I was a really bad guy in there. First of all, that's just not true. there was a server, there was a private server where we kind of hung out, like a small group of us, like under 30 of us. It was just literally just we didn't have enough room in a group chat, so we just made a server. Just a bunch of friends hanging out, and yeah, that was all it was really meant to be. And for some reason, I'm not okay. Well, there is a reason, and I'll explain it after. But for some reason, Steel just decided, you know what? I'm gonna leave this server, and I'm gonna just talk absolute shit about it. I'm gonna just shit on the server. And apparently, I'm the one that's getting all the blame. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting really, like, the major repercussions of everything that's happening, but because of that, I feel like I have to talk about it. So, yeah. So that server was called, well, it was originally called Fight Club. And, it was just a server where we hung out. We could talk about whatever shit we wanted, and we all just hung out, and we were all good friends in there. At least, I thought we were good friends, but, Steel just kind of... So then during the Fight Club days, the old owner of the server transferred ownership to someone else. And Steel did not like that person, the new owner, which I guess just prompted him to go on a fucking rage boner and just, bam, try and talk shit about the server and toxicity and all this. And I just want to say it's not true. It's just not true. There were obviously like toxic moments, but it was just us friends just talking about shit that we wanted to get off our mind, You don't really get a lot of that. This was just like, again, the best way I can say is just a big group DM. It was the server. But what Steel took the server as and told everybody was that it was a really toxic place where people in there are all just toxic assholes. Everybody there is just a piece of shit. And yeah, that's what he kind of presented the server as to some people, just because he got salty that they got a new owner and he didn't like that owner. I don't know, it's kind of stupid anyway. So back to today. This was back in August, the big controversy over this private server with Steel. So I just kind of explained to my friend, because, he wanted to know, and I gave him what he wanted to know. And he was in a call with someone else. He was in a call with Dieter. If you don't know Dieter, D13ter. Dieter, that guy. And, obviously kind of talking about what I was saying. I obviously didn't mind, because, Dieter is also my friend. At least I hope we're friends. I think we're still good friends, but, Dieter's also my friend, so I don't mind whatever happens there. And then he just kind of DM'd me and like, why are people so fucking stupid nowadays? And I just said, I don't know. People are just dumb. What can we do about it? And then he was like, I'm gonna try and bring up the DM history and just sort of paraphrase it. Just paraphrase. Yeah, just why are there so many dumb people in the community? And I just said, I don't know. And then Dita was like, as kind of a joke, just let's start a new shit talking server. And then I was like, yeah, why? Sure. I didn't really know what direction he was taking it in. It was just like, I just interpreted it as a place where we can just sort of hang out, like how Fight Club was. Well, it's how Fight Club was before. Steel just kind of shat on it and then kind of broke up. I don't know what's going on in there nowadays, so because I'm not part of Fight Club anymore, but yeah. So we started a new server. The server was called Shit Talk Supreme, and that's the point of the video and the starting point of everything that's just happened. Dita just said as kind of a joke that, you can be mod and I'll pay you to be a mod. So I just kind of said, yeah, why not? I'll just make some stuff to the server, and he invited a lot of people. The I don't really know what his idea behind the server was still. From what I interpreted, it was just kind of. I already said what I interpreted. It's just kind of a friend server, but you can also shit talk in front of people. So like for example, we would invite, or he would invite Steel to the actual server, and everybody that we could just think of just invite it to the server. I also invited a lot of people, and yeah, it was just like just be out in the open and say whatever the hell you want or something like that. Um, yeah, just have it all be open, and I'm not really sure what the point of it was. I still don't really. But Dita's joke excuse was that I would just want to get out of the community as soon as possible because he didn't want to run the game, so he just wanted to find the fastest way out. That was the joke excuse behind the server, but so it was just a nice little friendly banter between friends. Invited a lot of people until it just got a little bit too much. Like a lot of people started going in, and a lot of people started inviting other people, either people that were friends or people that we were specifically talking about in the server, like shit talking in the server. So yeah, you can imagine that hell kind of broke loose. If I invited you to that server, I'm really, really sorry that you just had to be a part of this for no real reason. It was kind of just a stupid joke, and I took it a bit too far, and the whole server went way too far. And then, the last instant, I was going through home issue when I was in a VC. So I just had to leave the VC, and I decided I'll leave the Discord and I'll tell Dita to delete the Discord as well, because it was getting way too out of hand. Like, way too out of hand. So I told him to just delete the server, and he did, and the server doesn't exist anymore, but it just doesn't make up for what was actually in there. I'll just talk about what's in there then. So what was in there was just a few rooms where you can just talk about whatever garbage you wanted. And I'm trying to say that it's like, I want to say it wasn't a toxic environment, but I think the whole joke of it was that it was an entirely toxic environment, and I have no idea why I just went along with it. I just don't know, man. It's something that I would think about, and I don't know. I shouldn't have been involved. We did have a great VC. We had a lot of fun in the VC. But I don't think that's excusable for the server. So then, next point, somebody put the invite of the server to the community, the Sly Speedrun Discord. I'm getting a bunch of messages. Give me 1 second. I just need to make sure that these aren't messages that are important. Alright. Where was I? I forgot where I was. I'll just backtrack a little bit. So, yeah, we had a fun time in VC, but the text side of things was just getting way too out of hand. Like, a lot of people, particularly... Okay, we can move on to the next chapter, because then it will just link back and wrap around. Enter the Finns. The big Finns, I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. It's the big trolls, They're just, having a bit of fun trolling, but they just kind of went a bit overboard. And there was a room in the server called Downfall of a Man. And if you don't know, Downfall of a Man was a literal parody of another Discord server. That was owned by Sly Cooper Reload Coded. You might have heard of him. Very, touch and go figure in the community. So yeah, they had a channel in the Discord, in Sly Cooper Reload Code's Discord, called Downfall of a Man, because the Steel incident that happened was largely related to Reload Coded, because for some reason Steel decided to just tell Reload Coded that I've been involved in major harassment. And if you don't know, Reload Coded has been a victim of harassment from these Finnish trolls, who are my friends. They are my friends. I will just say that. They're my friends, but I don't get involved in their big time antics. You know, like big boy harassment and stuff. They do go a bit overboard, but I still consider them my friends. Well, only really one. I don't know. The other people don't know me too much, but I do consider one of them my friends. But I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that they do, the big antics. Yeah. So Sly Cooper Reload Coded managed to get into the server on an alt, and we immediately, like in the VC, a lot of us immediately recognized it was an alt. We just didn't really know of who the alt was. And then a little bit while after, I just kind of pieced together that it was actually Reload Coded. And for some reason that prompted a lot of people to just poke fun of him. Yeah, that did not go very well. So in that channel called Downfall of a Man that I was talking about, there was just a lot of shit about Reload Coded in there. It was particularly targeted at Reload Coded. But the thing is, Reload Coded took the server as like targeted towards him. And I want to say that that's not the case. Reload Coded server, or the Shit Talk Supreme was just general. Like general shit talk. We did not intend for anyone specific to get targeted, but one thing happened, and then we just made a room for it, specifically at Reload Coded, and I do apologize for that to Reload Coded. I'm not a bad person. I'm genuinely sorry for what happened, and yeah, I'm genuinely sorry that there was an actual like targeted harassment channel, and the only thing I contributed was lyrics to a diss track about Reload Coded. The lyrics were in Finnish, so yeah. If you know the diss track, then you'd probably know how kind of vile it is. It's a bit much, but I did have the lyrics somewhere on my computer, so I decided to post it in that channel, and I think that's the only thing I posted in Downfall of a Man. I'm not sure. I don't know. But apparently that's targeted, that was interpreted as Steele was entirely right about his claims, and I'm a full-on harasser, and I do all this shit. When there were a lot of people in that server, like a lot of, and then ironically, next thing on this server is that he, on Reload Coded server, is that he modded somebody that was actually in the Discord, in the Shit Talk Supreme. They didn't talk much in Shit Talk Supreme, but they did see everything, and kind of had a bit of a laugh at it. But yeah, but yeah, the server wasn't intended as a Reload Coded harassment server. It was just kind of like shit talk everyone in front of their face. I still don't really know the point. I don't know why. I just went through with it. I just don't know, man. I feel really like awful about how it all went down. Because I didn't make the server, I didn't make the idea for the server, but I just kind of spread the server, and I was, a mod for the server, so people just kind of interpreted me as the one that made the server and became a dick to everyone. But I just want to say that part is not true. I was involved in the server and in the making of the server, but I did not make the server or come up with the idea of the server or make the server go as out of hand as it went. Yeah, we were just kind of. It was a really dumb way to have fun, like heavy quotes on have fun. I don't know what the point of the server was. We just decided, hey, it would be funny if this happened, and then we got everybody involved and not just talking behind their back, but talking in front of their face. Yeah, that was a terrible fucking idea, and I really regret everything. Since then, I've decided I'm gonna, at least for a few days, I'm gonna step down as a mod for the speedrun community, the Sly speedrun community. I'm gonna step down from mod. I'm gonna take a few days to reflect, just not interact much with the Discord. I left a bunch of Discords that I felt a bit uncomfortable with after this whole deal ended, and yeah, it's everything is just fucking. My mental health has not been great. I'll be honest with you guys. I just don't know why I went through. So for everyone that I invited, everyone that got involved in the server, to relocated, to everyone, I'm really sorry. I don't know how to say I'm really sorry, but I didn't intend for anything out of hand to happen in that server. I'm sorry, I'm crying. I'm sorry. I didn't intend for anything really horrible to happen. I don't know what Dita's intentions was. I'm not gonna speak on Dita's behalf on all of this, but I just want people to know that I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy, and I've yeah, I don't know. I'm really sorry for everything that happened with the server, and since last night I've just been fucking thinking about everything that just happened, and it's not good. It's just not great. So I want to talk a bit about my mental health. It's just shit at the minute. It's just everything's just going bad. Everything's shit. And yeah, I don't want to stick around too long. I just want everyone to know that I'm really sorry about that server. It was a mistake on my end to just go along with it. I should have realized sooner that no, actually this is a really terrible idea, and well, it was a terrible idea, and yeah, now it's the consequences. I don't really know what else to add. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I'm gonna stop recording, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I should have mentioned this. Well, whatever. Like, if you guys have any questions, you could just ask me on, like, Discord or some shit. I don't know. The entire situation was just shit, and I don't know why I went along as much as I did, but I think people think that I was just kind of the ringleader in the entire thing, and then I was doing all this, but I just wanted to let you guys know that it wasn't my idea for the server, it wasn't my idea for it to get out of hand. I was just kind of interpreting it as poking some fun, but even that went too far. And yeah, everything went way too far in that server. And again, if I invited you, if I offended you in there, if I'm very sorry for everything that happened in that server. I didn't. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I genuinely just did not intend for it to be as out of hand as it was. So yeah, I hope you guys understand, and I'm gonna be taking a few days off from the Sly community. I don't know what's happening in regards of my mod stuff. I'm either gonna leave on my own accord, or I'm just not gonna be able to be a mod again. And yeah, I'm really sorry about everything, and I hope you guys can just forgive me while I try and recover my mental health. I don't know what I'm doing in regards to my mental health as well, so I'm just lost. I'm just really lost. So yeah, I think that's everything. If I forget anything, I'll try and include it somewhere, but I'm really sorry for everything, and I just want to know that. I just want you guys to know that most of it wasn't my fault. Some of it was still my fault, and I'm accepting full responsibility for it. I stepped down as a mod. I didn't get asked to get unmodded, but I'm trying to be a bit more mature about it, and yeah, the server was not great for me. Everything just kind of went off, so I think that's everything. Again, DM me if you want to know anything more, and yeah, I'll see you fellas, maybe some point. I don't know. Genuinely don't know what the future holds, so see ya.